It's tough when you talk to officials and I ask them, hey, we only shot 2 free throws. We only went to the free throw line twice up into the fourth quarter, and she tells me it's not her job. It's frustrating, and I don't give a damn if I get fined because that's cheap, and I am tired of it because I've been nice and I've been humble with it, but...
Angel Reese is definitely finding her own, and I think...
No, I mean, wow. Wow.
NBA 2K26 just made one of the most controversial cover decisions in sports gaming history, choosing Angel Reese over Caitlin Clark. But what if this wasn't just a marketing slip-up? What if it was a calculated move to sideline Caitlin Clark, despite her historic rookie season? The numbers are clear, the outrage is loud, and what's happening behind the scenes could reshape the future of women's basketball. What started as a typical promotional rollout for NBA 2K26 quickly spiraled into a full-blown controversy. The announcement that Angel Reese would grace the cover sent shockwaves through the sports world. What was supposed to be a celebratory moment for women's basketball became a lightning rod for criticism, frustration, and even conspiracy. While Angel Reese has undeniably grown as a player, putting up a solid 60% shooting performance and leading her team in a recent win, her selection over Caitlin Clark has baffled fans and analysts alike. Clark has been the talk of the league all year, breaking records, drawing national media attention, and single-handedly boosting viewership. To many, she was the obvious choice. So when she was left off the cover entirely, fans saw it not as a creative decision, but a strategic exclusion. The numbers make the case even stronger. Caitlin Clark didn't just win the fan vote for the All-Star game. She dominated it, tripling the votes received by Angel Reese and proving she's the WNBA's most followed, talked about, and supported player. Her jersey tops sales charts. Her games sell out arenas nationwide. She's driven TV ratings to levels the league hasn't seen in decades. She's not just a rising star, she's a phenomenon. And yet, 2K chose someone else. The reaction was swift. Social media erupted with criticism. Fans and influencers alike accused the company of ignoring merit and instead pushing a political or social narrative. Some said this was never about basketball performance, it was about aligning with a certain image. While Reese is popular, many believe her impact isn't remotely on Clark's level. To them, this wasn't just a mistake, it was a deliberate snub. The online backlash has been relentless. Memes, reaction videos, and scathing tweets have dominated the discourse. The in-game render of Angel Reese was mocked endlessly, and fans coined phrases like "Brick Queen" and "Boink Eye" to describe her appearance and on-court stats. Her rankings, 29th in scoring, 44th in field goal percentage, and high turnover rates, were plastered across posts questioning her selection. One viral tweet summed up the outrage. How do you put someone on the cover who hasn't cracked the top 20 in anything? The backlash wasn't personal, it was about the principle. Fans see the cover as a symbol of who the league supports, and they felt like the message sent was completely disconnected from what's actually happening on the court. What added even more fuel to the fire was the involvement of former NFL quarterback Robert Griffin III. RG3 claimed that someone close to Caitlin Clark personally reached out to him to express dismay over the cover decision. Whether or not it was an official statement, the implication was clear. Even inside Clark's circle, there's growing frustration. If true, it suggests this controversy runs deeper than fan outrage. It points to a real divide between Clark and the league's marketing choices. RG3's comments triggered waves of speculation. Was this decision about avoiding Clark's fanbase, which some perceive as not aligned with the league's political identity? Critics argued this wasn't about who deserved it, it was about who fit the narrative better. This leads into a much broader issue that's been simmering under the surface: how the WNBA chooses to market its stars. For years, fans have noticed a pattern. Some players get more exposure not because of performance, but because they align with certain social causes or narratives. Angel Reese's cover spot has only reinforced that suspicion for many. Caitlin Clark, despite carrying the league's growth and engagement, seems to be positioned as an outsider. It's not just disappointing, it's alienating. The idea that excellence doesn't guarantee recognition is a dangerous one for any league. And for a sport still fighting for mainstream support, ignoring your biggest draw sends the wrong message to fans and to future athletes. What's more puzzling is that this decision seems to ignore basic marketing logic. In any major industry, brand decisions are based on analytics, impact, and reach. Clark leads all three. So when someone with lower stats and less visibility is chosen instead, the public starts asking hard questions. Speculation turns to DEI initiatives, political correctness, and corporate messaging. Suddenly, the conversation isn't about sports, it's about identity politics. That shift is risky. It divides audiences. It shifts focus away from athletic achievement. And it leaves fans feeling like they're not part of the target demographic anymore. When that happens, they walk away, and they take their support with them. Even supporters of Angel Reese have voiced concern. Many acknowledge her potential and charisma, but also recognize that this spotlight may have come too soon. The pressure she'll now face will be immense. Every bad game will be scrutinized. Every miss will be amplified. And all of it will be compared to a player who arguably should have had that cover in the first place. Reese didn't ask for this backlash, but now she's caught in it. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark hasn't responded publicly, but her silence has only amplified support. Fans have doubled down in her defense, seeing her not just as a star, but as someone unfairly overlooked in a league she's actively elevating. As the storm grows, calls for change are gaining traction. Fans are demanding a second edition of the game featuring Clark. Some are even organizing boycotts. NBA 2K's social media is flooded with criticism, and petitions for an alternate cover are circulating fast. What began as a simple rollout has morphed into a major PR disaster. Now, both 2K and the WNBA are facing pressure to explain, or fix, the situation. Will they stand by their choice, or will they acknowledge the overwhelming demand for Clark's inclusion? These are not minor questions. They speak to the heart of how the league wants to define its future, and who it believes represents that future best. In the end, what should have been a proud moment for women's basketball has become a polarizing controversy. The Angel Reese cover choice wasn't just unpopular, it exposed a much deeper tension between fans, media, and league leadership. It's not just about one image on one game, it's about how stars are made, who gets the spotlight, and whether performance still matters in professional sports. If the WNBA and 2K want to grow, they'll need to show fans that excellence counts and that politics won't override the obvious. Because right now, the message many are hearing is clear, and it's not one that keeps people watching.